Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Antiheroes Anonymous, or welcome for the first time if it's your first time joining us. I'm Ethan, and I'm the Dungeon Master for this 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons show. I will have some announcements and a recap for all of you, but before we dig into any of that fun stuff, Nick, would you go ahead and start off a quick round of player introductions?
Sure. Hi, I'm Nick. I play Embers of White Ash, the Sun Soul Tabaxi Monk.
Hi, I'm Kay. I play Lady Elwyn Amalos, who is the Elvish Circle of the Land Druid.
Hello, I'm Melissa, and I play Tuppence Wiseacre, the wonderful pixie bard.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I play Vert, who is a changeling armor artificer.
Hi, I'm Jordan. I'm playing Yerdad de Rod, Orc Life Cleric.
Before I dive into the standard boilerplate Antiheroes Anonymous announcements, Jordan, anything you want to talk about? Here's your 5 minutes. I don't know however long you want to take.
Yeah, I hope I don't take 5 minutes. So I've got a play that I'm doing in the Seattle area with the Seattle Public Theater and the Langston Hughes Center for the Arts. The show is called Riverwood. We open on May 20th. And we run through June, I believe, 22nd or something like that. It's a 6-week run. Like, come and see it. And then I have my own D&D show that I do called Dice Jailers. We do our episodes on Twitch on Fridays at 6 p.m. 6 p.m.? Yeah, 6 p.m. I should know when my own show goes on. Yep.
Life is
Good.
hectic. Thanks, Jordan. Both of those things sound fantastic. I can vouch 100% for Dice Jailers because I've been on there before, and it's good content. And I'm pretty sure your play will be too. So just check it out. Anyways, run through our standard announcements and then we'll get going. So we premiere our episodes on YouTube every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Throughout the show, we use a variety of custom items, such as well as a custom pixie lineage, which Melissa is kindly playing with Tuppence. Our character portraits, which you'll see on the info cards and kind of all over the layout, were drawn by an artist named Krista Porter, who goes by @KristaPorter on Twitter. If you need a refresher on anything that's going on in the campaign, we have a campaign wiki at World Anvil, which I do my best to keep up to date. I'm a little bit behind right now, but I'll catch up soon. Other than that, you can check the video description for links and information on everything I just mentioned and more, including some links to some Black Lives Matter and Stop Asian Hate resources. Finally, you can follow us on Twitter at AntiheroesAnon to find out what we're doing, when we're doing it, and all that good stuff. And then we just hope you enjoy the show, share it with your friends, and come back to watch some more. So with all that out of the way, let's roll the intro video and play some D&D. And welcome back. Previously on Antiheroes Anonymous, the Silver Seekers have made a stop in Fymir, the capital of Sergil, which is on their way to their new keep in Amberhearth. While staying at a lavish inn run by a cousin of Nora Frost Tankards, they encountered Yerdad de Rod, an orcish cleric of Bahamut. While doing some research at the Argent Athenaeum, which happens to be the Empire's foremost library, a strange woman named Esme recruited the party to recover her confiscated spaceship and her alien partner Yerp. So yeah, that's happening. The Seekers began their search of the library grounds during RomCon, But the fun and the hunt were sort of cut short when an old enemy of theirs named Kshura, who is a member of the League of Terrors, was spotted. As soon as the group caught up to her, more specifically, as soon as Embers caught up to her, Kshura managed to somehow, using a new item of hers, subdue Esme. And so that is how we are going to pick up today's session. I'll give you a quick refresher on the scene, and then we'll dive right into it. I think it was Elwyn and Embers who spotted Kshura sort of in the crowd of Alen'dal's premier romance convention, RomCon, and sort of with leaving Elwyn to alert the rest of the crew. Embers dashed off after Kshura, managing to sort of sneak up and get the drop on Kshura. Embers snuck around the side of a bookcase while Kshura was standing at the other end, kind of peeking out and trying to see if she was being followed. But as soon as Embers called attention in her direction, Kshura turned around and seemed to see Esme, though she was invisible, behind Embers, and she just said, "Ah, there you are," as she sort of threw a punch forward, whereupon a new magic item, sort of gauntlet type thing on her arm with a eyeball built into the back of it, fired a beam forward that connected with Esme and seemed to knock Esme unconscious. The rest of the party, I think, is probably about 6 to 12 seconds behind you, Embers, just based on your speed and the fact that you took off ahead of everyone else. Kshura seems to be in kind of a fighting stance, and she's just thrown that punch that sort of fired the beam and knocked out Esme. But I will give you a chance to sort of react. What would you like to do?
I guess my first question would be, did the beam also cancel Esme's invisibility? Like, can I see that Esme is
Yes.
knocked out?
Mhm.
Okay.
When the beam connected with the invisible space where Esme was standing, Esme became visible and then said, "Uh-oh," and kind of fell back unconscious. Uh-oh.
I guess I want to put myself in between Esme and Kshura and kind of just like also get into like a fighting stance, but like more of a dodge stance right now.
Mhm.
And say, what are you doing? I just came to talk.
Kshura kind of begins to saunter forward just a little bit, kind of not too quickly, but definitely still keeping her guard up. And she says, "Listen, I'm not here for you. It's pure coincidence that you happen to be with my target. Hand her over and no one has to get hurt."
No. No.
Then
We're
you,
helping her.
then you know the way this has to go. And she, the fighting stance solidifies and she begins to dash towards you.
Okay.
Let's roll initiative.
Yeah.
I'll drag you over to the map. I will say, though, if you want to sort of continue the conversation as combat ensues, please feel free on your turn to like continue talking to her.
Are we all rolling initiative or is it just?
Yes, I'm going to
Embers?
give just Embers and Kshura one round, and then you guys will start showing up. So I built this map. You can see entrances to the library, or to this section of the library, are here, here, and
Okay,
here.
hang on. This map is gorgeous.
This is great.
Isn't it?
Right?
This is with my new software. It looks pretty good.
Ethan. Wow.
A lot of this was auto-generated too. I didn't have to do a ton of work on this.
Can't wait to have time to play around with that program.
It's really cool. So those are the three entrances to sort of this outside hallway, and then there are entrances to this inner area here, here,
Wow.
and here. Yeah, and Kshura and Embers are just kind of like around this side of the bookcase. And you guys will probably be coming from this entrance when you arrive. Okay, let me just hit run encounter real quick on D&D Beyond. And Embers, how was your initiative?
15.
What was that?
15.
Okay, and Elwyn?
4.
4, big 4. Tuppence
11.
and Coco?
9.
9. Your Dodd, they rod?
13.
Not bad. And then I'll auto roll for everyone else.
Wait, what? Everyone else?
Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that reaction too.
How many Kashuras are
Um,
there?
You don't know how many people are in this library who are going to get involved. Kshura unfortunately gets the drop on pretty much everyone with her initiative of 22. So she will run forward. Basically, she drops into a dash and runs. She like closes the distance between you and her in an instant. And then let me reacquaint myself with her stat block. She does 2 unarmed strikes. Cool. So that's what
These
we'll
are-
do.
These are both at disadvantage.
Oh yeah, because you were in a dodge stance.
Yeah.
That's great. The first one's a miss then out of 10. And the second one is only a 14, so also a miss.
Nice.
So she kind of runs forward and throws like a punch, which you dodge out of the way of, and then she brings up a kick, and maybe you block that one.
Mhm.
And she kind of gives you a little bit of a grin and just says, "You've improved."
Thanks.
And then it is Embers, your turn.
I'm gonna take the dodge action again. And say, before the rest of my friends are all coming, before they get here, I just wanted to say I've been reading up on history and I had hoped to have a chance to discuss it with you, but I don't think today is gonna be that day.
Yeah, she kind of gives you a, sort of a confused look and says, "You want to discuss history now?" And that's like
I
as
meant-
she's throwing the punch.
Yeah. I meant the history of the Anti. Sorry, I should have been more specific. And
I want to make you roll some kind of a check. Just roll like a general charisma check. We'll see if this
Happy to.
off puts her at all.
it sure won't at a 2.
Yeah, she kind of shrugs that off. And then at the end of your turn, oh yeah, that's right. She's got legendary actions. She will make another attack at you at disadvantage. That's another big miss. Another big miss. Come on, Kshura. Okay. That's the entire first round. Bringing it back up to Kashura's turn. Let me check something.
See, the great thing, what Ethan's checking on right now is all of the great stuff we're going to get after she runs away.
Yeah, 100%. Could you make a wisdom saving throw, Embers?
Sure. Is this against fear or charm? Because I'm good at resisting both those.
It might be against charm. Hold on. You're not immune to being charmed, are you?
No, I just have advantage against charms.
I'll give you
saving throws
advantage
against
on this one.
charm. Okay. Uh, 12.
I think that's just what you needed. Yep, spell save DC 12. She looks at you and kind of her eyes kind of begin to like swirl to you as she kind of makes eye contact with you as you're sort of exchanging blows, and she just whispers, "Come on now, surely you want to step aside and let me pass." But you feel that sort of mind-altering suggestion attempt to take over your brain and shrug it off.
What's the I have what exactly is the scaled ornament in the form of? Was it like a ring?
Let me go back and look. Hold on. Where's my note for Twin Towns? Scaled ornament in the form of a bracelet or anklet comprised of white dragon scales.
Yeah, I think it like starts to take hold, and I feel like a little sharp sting in my ankle. And I snap out of it a little bit
Nice. Cool.
because I definitely would have lost that without the advantage.
Then it is your turn again. We'll get to everyone else in a second. I swear,
yeah.
you guys just rolled low.
I am going to say to her, my friends really are right behind me. This, I'm going to start fighting when they arrive, but you could give up now. And I take the dodge action.
She looks at you again and says, listen, as much as I don't want to fight you either, it would be disastrous for us if that woman were allowed to continue her work here. I need her. And it doesn't look like she's ready to back down just yet.
Yeah. All right. Then.
I've brought the rest of you to the token layer, and your Dodd, you're up.
All right.
Can I just, before the rest of us start taking our turns, at the end of last game, before Kshura attacked, I mentioned that I was going to cast Pass Without Trace on the group of us as we approached. But are we as a group not taking a stealthy approach? Because I would not have cast that unless we had decided as a group we were going to try to be sneaky about it. So I'm asking the rest of the people that are with me.
That's a good question because it kind of broke when you saw her, right?
I mean,
when-
none of
when
us know
Embers
what's
left-
going on in that room, but I don't know how loud the first attack was either.
I don't think anything up to this point has been terribly loud.
Okay. So
I'm for going in stealthy. That's fine.
we're all stealthing up to the room.
Mhm.
Why don't you
With
guys all
that-
roll some stealth checks then, and we'll see how you do.
All right.
And you get to add +10.
I'm gonna need it.
Me too.
I mean, Kshura's passive perception, I don't think is terribly high.
I got a 26.
Oh yeah.
17.
How come I can never find passive perception on a stat block? I swear it doesn't exist.
It's need to be honest on the left side and senses.
It's
Yeah, for
beneath
player
saving throws.
characters, not for monsters.
Oh, for monsters?
Mm. Well, I know how to calculate it, and okay, 26 totally beats it. How did everyone else do?
I got a 17.
That also beats it.
Did you say to add 10?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then I got a 30.
And your Dodd?
18 with the +10.
Everyone is currently invisible to Kshura and Embers. I don't know
Oh.
what your passive perception is, but
They all beat that too.
okay. So
Yeah.
the combatants don't know that you're coming, so that's great.
Okay, so yeah, keep that in mind. The rest of you, as we
Except
approach.
that-
I guess
Except that
Torin would
Embers
have had to
told
roll
her.
too.
Embers
Yeah, good
told her.
point.
Yeah, you're not
I-
going to
Yeah,
get
but
you won't get a surprise round, but you might get advantage from attacking from stealth.
yeah.
Yes. I need to bring up Torin's stats. I forgot to add him to the encounter.
Good old Torin. He's gonna ruin our stealth.
No,
Well, it would just
surely
be
he
him
won't. He's
though,
got a
right?
+10.
Like, maybe?
He needed that +10, but he's got a 17. So
Yeah, that's what I got with a
Nice.
+10 as well.
Um,
It was gonna be real bad.
I need to roll his initiative though and get him on the list. Wow. Okay, he rolled a 2. That's great. +1 for
On
a
brand.
3.
Torin, stop copying me.
Torin, initiative 3. Done. Added. Okay. Now it's your Dodd's turn. What would you like to do?
All right. Well, if we're moving stealthily, Oh god, that I'm so slow. Let's see. 20, 30. I guess I'll double move to get here, because isn't stealthing half speed?
Yeah, it would be.
Yep, so I double move and I get there.
Okay. Well, sort of peeking around the corner, you can see embers and a let me describe this woman for you, since your character has never seen her before.
Mhm.
So she, by all accounts, looks to be sort of a human woman. She's got sort of slight curly black hair with kind of an olive skin tone, but with like light greenish undertones to it. And then she has emerald green scales underneath her slitted snake-like eyes. And by like, when you look around the corner, she just looks to be a formidable martial artist from the apparel that she's wearing. She's wearing kind of like loose, flowy pants that kind of go down a little bit below her knees. And then sort of a sleeveless shirt that shows off like well-defined muscles. And she is currently throwing punch after punch at Embers, but Embers is like blocking and dodging.
Okay. Well, seeing that, so use my my movement to move. I will use my bonus action, and like around the corner, just please don't hit Embers, and I'll cast Sanctuary.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. On Embers. So now every attack on Embers until Embers makes some kind of threatening action, they have to pass a wisdom saving throw first.
That's super good. And also, I would say that you can see Esme on the floor there in front of you, seemingly unconscious. Cool. It is at this point that the room kind of fills with a purplish light for a brief instant. There's flashes of light in sort of three corners of the room. And when the light subsides after this brief instant, there are figures standing there that were not there before. They seem to have teleported in from elsewhere. They are these thick, well-muscled creatures covered in white fur with lanky arms that are kind of like almost like the length of their entire tall bodies. And they have kind of shorter hind legs. So they kind of walk partially on, they're kind of either partially bipedal, but like also they kind of use their arms to walk as well. And they are wearing this breastplate armor that seems to be made out of a chitinous carapace sort of material. And they have this sort of feral look to them, and I will add them to the overlay.
Great. Oh, hello.
Yep. One of them appears directly in front of Yurdad and kind of turns towards him. The other one, who appeared on this end of the room, is going to come up towards Esme and start dragging her. This one here will just kind of move in to sort of cover Kshura. Let's see. It's actually only the turn for one of them, though. So we'll do that one first. Let's see, what can it do? Actually, nothing yet. So that's all that happens for now. And then it's Tuppence's turn. Tuppence, you're still stealthy, but if you want to keep your stealth, you have to move a little bit slower. So half your movement.
Did you bring Tuppence's token over?
Did I not? Shoot. I knew I was missing someone. Hold on. I'll go get Tuppence.
I didn't even notice. I'm sorry. I was looking at
She's
the
so
action in the
stealthy.
room.
Yeah, so stealthy we didn't see her.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and truly cast invisibility on myself. And as a bonus action, I'm going to use the Mantle of Inspiration for the group here.
Cool.
So you each get 5 temp HP, and you can move without provoking OAs. So your dog can move again if he wants to.
I
How
would
many
also
people
say
can you do that to? And what's the
4.
range?
4 within 60 feet.
So it would be
So
your
I
dot
can
and
move first. 1, 2, 3.
Ellen and
Let's
Gert
see.
and Torin.
How far
You
can I
don't have
move?
line of sight with
5,
really
10 feet.
anybody.
Yeah, I guess I don't.
If she
So I
moves
can
to
move
see
up.
your dog, though, then she can
Let's see.
get him, right?
Yeah.
Like right here, right down here. That's too far, isn't it? Is that all right there?
let me see. 5, 10. 30.
Five,
Yeah,
10.
if you use action to dash, you could get there.
Okay, because I'm invisible anyway, so.
Oh, I guess you would have had to use your action to cast invisibility.
Okay, so
Yeah,
then
but
I
she's
can.
but-
invisible, so she doesn't need to actively stealth.
Yes,
anymore.
I see what you mean. Yep. So that's perfectly fine. You're good.
I'm good there.
And
Okay.
we can all move up to our
Up
movement
to
speed
your
as
movement
a
speed.
reaction.
And I will
Does use a
say
reaction.
that this movement, if you do the full movement speed, I'll just say it doesn't break your stealth, so you can go your full movement speed with that if you want.
Nice.
Ethan, did this guy carry Esme away?
No, I moved him back because I remembered only one of these is a slightly different type, and it
Oh,
was
okay.
actually only that one's turn. So
Gotcha.
I realized only one of them actually got to move and do something.
Okay.
Sorry.
Can you make the tokens big for a second so I can see them?
Oh yeah, what's the hotkey for that? I always forget. Is it Shift Z?
Sounds like
Z
some-
and something. So yeah, that sounds right.
yeah, something like that. There it is.
There you go.
Ah, okay.
Thanks. I hate it.
They're pretty awful, right? Kshura's token isn't actually her, so I won't enlarge that one. Cool. So Tuppence is invisible. You did your mantle of inspiration. Anything else for your turn?
And I moved, and I think that's all I can do this turn.
Okay. Remembering Kshura's legendary actions, I will use one. She has got to start making some moves here. So she will make another punch at Embers, but she has to make a wisdom saving throw first.
Yep, the DC is 12, so
Come on, Kshura, your stat block is so good. Why are you rolling so poorly? I rolled a 7, so failure.
cool. So that
Yeah.
attack, she either has to choose a different target or not attack at all.
She has no other targets at the moment, so not at all, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, so it isn't her whole attack action. It's she rolls for each attack.
yeah. And well,
Yeah.
that was one of her legendary actions. so.
Right.
All right. Coco, you're up.
All right. So once Coco gets in line of sight of what's going on, his first thought, and not because you prompted this, but he was going to grab Esme and start pulling her to safety. So
Well, how are you going to get past?
I think you can move through your teammates, right?
Yeah, but can you move through this guy?
Is he blocking the body?
He kind of is at the moment.
Is he right now? Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have Mantle of Inspiration moved. In there.
Well, you can step over Esme, right? Or can you not diagonally? You're saying it's totally blocked?
There,
There's a-
in this
there's a
case, there's a
bookcase there.
bookcase in the way.
Okay,
so,
that's fine. That's fine.
yeah.
That's okay. All right. In
No,
that
like
case,
if there were
Wait.
nothing there, for sure.
What about up here? You can't go up this way? Is that blocked by a bookcase?
Yeah, that's also kind of blocked by a bookcase, I would
Oh.
say.
Hmm.
That's a narrow bottleneck.
So
then.
is it?
I would
it's
have
an-
moved somewhere else.
It's probably an action to drag her, right?
No, you can just use like half your movement, or I mean, you
Can-
can move someone at half your movement. But
So can I do this? Can I, since I'm still sneaky, do a sneaky shove on that enemy
Absolutely.
So convert one of my attacks to a shove, and then if I succeed, then I will also just grab Esme and pull her back.
Mhm.
Will that work?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. What's up?
I'm thinking about how I have Sanctuary right now,
Mhm.
and if I attack at all, it'll drop. So I might actually be the best person to drag her out of this, because any attacks on me are gonna have to go through that
That's a good point.
Sanctuary.
That's a good point. Okay, but I can still push this thing out of the way, and
Yeah.
okay, so I'll do that. So I will try and push this thing out of the way. So I'm gonna run through
I'll
your
give you
dot.
advantage since you are stealthed.
Excellent. And I will.
Oh, this thing rolled well.
Well, I'm not very strong, but I can at least try.
You're fishing for a 21.
I literally can't get a strength score of 21
Oh no.
because I have a -1, but I rolled a 19. So that was a good try.
Oh, buddy.
Close.
Like,
Yeah, you go
so-
to shove this thing, but
Dang.
your fist collides with this sort of like shell-like carapace armor that it's wearing, and it's like slippery and slimy, and your fist just kind of slides along it,
Yeah,
and then
I
it
don't-
looks down at you with this awful toothy grin.
Yeah, because I don't think I have the artificer thing yet that lets me use my intelligence as like for strength things. I don't think I have
That's
that.
Battlesmith.
Is it just Battlesmith? I thought there was a. Okay, maybe you're right. Yeah.
Actually,
okay.
there might be something with the armor or with a particular type of armor.
Yeah, because that's okay. I don't think I
I
have that.
don't think you have that yet, though, if it does exist.
Yeah, I don't have it. Okay, well, I tried, and what else can I do here? Soul couldn't have helped me with that. No, it wouldn't have mattered because I can't roll that high. Shoot. Well, there goes my plan. That was my action too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But that was just one of. Don't you have multi-attack? Wasn't that just one
I
of your
don't.
attacks?
No, multi-attack's level 5.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's why I've been. I really want level 5, but we haven't gotten there yet.
Okay.
I guess that's that then.
Then it's Elwyn.
Yep, I'll move Soul up, but yeah, that's what we got.
This is getting to be a crowded library.
A little bit.
Yeah, these bottlenecks are real. Can I tell from here, like, is Esme like just unconscious, or is she paralyzed, or is there something else going on?
She seems to be unconscious for the moment.
Unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's see. I'm going to try casting Healing Word on her
Okay.
from here at a first level. Should I bother rolling?
Yeah, I mean it works. Your healing
Okay.
magic isn't hampered.
Okay. And she goes. Wow, I rolled pretty damn good. 11 hit points. Nope, I rolled one too many d4. So take 3 off of that.
Okay.
Because I only
so
casted
8.
at first level. So 8 hit points.
Your healing magic, it takes effect. Like nothing hampers your magic at all. But Esme still seems to be unconscious.
Great. Okay. I was afraid of that. Okay. Then, but she probably needed healing anyway. Cool. So let's see. If I move here, is this block open? Let me get my ruler out. This block
Yeah,
right
I would
here.
say that block there is open, but then you're like right up against the bookshelf.
Would I be able to catch this guy in a cone without getting any of my allies
Yeah, sure.
that way? Okay, then I think I'll jump in and use Frost Fingers.
Well, you might catch Esme.
I don't want to catch Esme.
You could temporarily borrow your dod's space, cast it that way.
And then jump out.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Sweet.
Wait, can I do cross fingers if I did Healing Word? Because it's like an at-will spell, but it's still first
Oh,
level.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to.
Okay,
That's a
can't
good
do that.
point.
Never mind. Then I'm just going to frostbite this motherfucker then.
Sounds good. That's a con
And-
save.
Yes.
Don't know that these guys are terribly good at con saves.
The 15.
I rolled a 15 on the dice plus some numbers, unfortunately.
Yeah, so it passes. So nothing
Okay.
happens. Cool. So I just had another brilliant waste of a turn.
So far, it's a
Cool.
lot of that on both
Cool,
sides.
cool, cool,
So
cool. So this place is a little busy. So I'm gonna just, I think, move 2, 3, 4,
Um,
5, 6 this way.
Kshura will
And
use. Oh, sorry. Keep
that's-
going.
Yeah, that's my turn over. That's all I was gonna say.
Kshura will use her second and final legendary action for the turn to try and pass a wisdom saving throw. Rolls a 4 on the dice, doesn't do it.
Sanctuary, baby.
She's such a good enemy, but she can never do anything. Torin, speaking of can never do anything, let's see, 5, 10, 15,
Torin.
20, 25, 30. Torin doesn't care about his stealth. Gets to there, only has a long sword, doesn't have any ranged weapons, so he opens his maw and breathes out.
Great.
The creature passes, though, so it takes half of 2d6 of cold damage. So 3 total points of cold damage. And Torin basically kind of bangs his sword on his shield and says, "Hey, over here!" Tries to get its attention. Cool. Back up to Kshura. She's going to give attacking one more round, and then after this, I'm going to get creative. Okay? That's the plan.
Funny thing is, even if she gets through the sanctuary, Embers is still dodging.
It's
Yes, I
still-
know.
yeah, it's
I'm
really-
aware. I'm aware how dumb this is, but she's like, you can see the frustration in her eyes. She's angry about this whole situation. And she probably points to Yurdod and says to her minions, "Take that one out fast!" Because she knows that Yurdod casts a spell on you. Wisdom save. This might
It's
do
not-
it.
It's not a concentration spell.
Did you say DC 15?
It's 12.
Okay, well, she got a 13 this time. So she makes it through, but is still at disadvantage for the attack. 16.
That misses.
Does she have to make it for each attack? Is that how that works?
For
Each
every
attack.
Gosh darn it.
Sanctuary's real good.
Okay, she wasted turn. Cool. Good job,
Buff
Kshura.
clerics. Buff clerics, baby.
Yeah.
Now it is these regular guys' turn. So
Oh man. I was like, I got it. I don't got it. I do get an attack of opportunity on that one,
yes, you would. Mhm.
which is gonna break the
It'll break sanctuary.
break
yeah.
sanctuary, but
Yes.
sanctuary has done its work.
We can always
It
cast them
absolutely
again.
has.
I have more spell slots.
Oh, that'll hit. That's a 26.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
For 7 damage, bludgeoning.
That's really good. Yeah, that punch kind of collides into the thing's side, but it's like really well muscled.
Sorry, I rolled the wrong. I rolled a d6.
Oh.
That's weird. I rolled higher on the d4. Let's just call it 7.
No, what was the higher number?
It was a 3 on the d4, so it was it works out to an 8.
Okay, I'll subtract another. Okay. Then the other one is going to attack Yurdod. 2 attacks. Natural 20 and a 7. So the natural 20 will do it.
That's wonderful.
I rolled really poorly on the extra damage though. So
Good.
7 points of slashing damage as this thing rakes across you with its claws.
Mm-hmm.
Embers of White Ash, it's your turn, actually.
I'm going to use a key point to use Step of the Wind
Mm-hmm.
and disengage as a bonus action. And then I'm going to go and try and take Esme away from this thing.
Okay. Why
Contested
don't you
strength.
make, yeah, like an athletics check, and we'll see what
Okay.
happens.
Come on.
Didn't roll terribly high.
You rolled higher than it too.
Yeah, it rolled a 12.
Okay. That was my action.
You grab, it's got Esme by the arms, and you grab Esme by the legs, or just she's just strung between the two of you, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my action. I don't have any other moves right now. So that is
You
it.
can see that her tongue is kind of lolling out of her mouth. Okay. Then it is your Dodd.
Right. I'm gonna hold out my my holy symbol and say, "That's my boy," and cast spiritual weapon with my bonus action. So I'll put him there, and the statue of your son appears, and then I will use my action to make a shove attack at that one. Oh wait, no, I'm still drawing. My bad.
Was your son with us?
Your son was with you, and I think maybe when your son realized that fighting was going down, I would say that your son probably backed away.
He's not much of a fighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Though, Jordan, I would say if someone gets pretty injured, if you on your turn want to like throw in a cure wounds or something from your son from afar, just feel free to do so.
Okay.
So he's probably nearby, but like not engaging in the fight.
Cool.
Understood. So that spiritual weapon's gonna smack at
Do
that
it.
one. And that is a 19 to hit.
Oh yeah.
And it's a little your son statue. Hits for a whole 6 damage.
It turns and growls at the statue. Kind of not even seeming to realize that it's not a sentient individual.
And then with my action, I will try to make a shove attack against this one.
Okay. Just did athletics. Here we go. Natural 1.
Natural 1. Well, my 19 definitely beats that. And then I'll use my movement to get right in here.
Nice.
And that's my turn. It's a lot of a turn, but that's my turn.
Kshura will. What did she do with her legendary actions? That's good. She will use her Step of the Wind. Where does she want to go? She'll get up here with your Dodd. She kind of rushes in close to you, and you can see that this woman is like a very practiced martial artist. She drops into a stance, and it looks like she is kind of gunning for your Dodd right now. Okay. Then the other slightly different type of minion here. We'll go and do something. Oh, this is awful. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do it. It casts heat metal on Torrent's armor. Yep.
Rude.
That's rough.
So that's 2d8 fire damage, and there's nothing Torrent can do about it. Watch me kill my own NPCs. 9 points of fire damage to Torrent. Torrent just like lets out a scream of pain from this fire. And the creature, you can see, kind of has this wicked, like almost too wide grin on its face as it casts that spell, and Torrent's armor lights up with this horrible heat.
Is it the one that's right next to him that casted it?
Yes.
Okay.
And then it will 5, 15, 20, 25, sort of go up to Embers. It's really crowded in here. Tuppence.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and move. I think I can get right next to Torin on my movement, and I'm casting invisibility, and now I'm gonna ruin it by casting a spell. But let's see, what's the range of that one? 120 feet. I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on Kshura, and
Oh.
maybe she can release whatever's going on with Esme.
Mm.
Interesting. Interesting.
Would you need to cast it on Esme or Kshura?
Well, it says I could even cast it like on a magical effect within range when creature, object, or magical effect. So that's
Tuppence, why don't you make an Arcana check? And I'll try and direct which one will be better for your casting.
okay. That's only an 11.
Okay. I mean, I would say that's enough. From what you can tell, just sort of running into this room, there's nothing that signifies that like anything on Kashura's person is like perpetuating the effect. So if there's a lingering magical effect, casting on Kshura probably isn't the way to go. However, Esme might be a fair bet.
Okay. So I'll come into the room. I'm still invisible. I'll look at Esme, and I would have heard that Elwyn's spell didn't really do any good.
Mhm.
So I'll say, guys, especially Embers, I'm gonna try and fix Esme. Get ready, and do my little sparkly thing.
Okay.
Sparkles fly across the room and encompass Esme. And let's see what happens.
Would you roll a charisma check for me?
You do get to add a +1 to this.
This is true. For the
I'm good at
what is it, Jack of all
charisma.
trades.
Mhm.
It's a +6. 13 + 6, 19 + 1 is a dirty 20.
Okay. Esme awakes as if she were merely asleep.
Dang, Tuppence.
Yes.
Yay!
Inspiration for Tuppence.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, take it.
that was a good
That was
move.
clutch.
Okay.
And she finds herself in this tug of war between one of these furry creatures and Embers, and she just goes, "What is going on?" Good move. Anything else for Tuppence?
Well, I'm visible now, so I'm gonna hang back here by Torin.
Who is just burning at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, get to you on then my next turn.
Okay, at the end of your turn, finally having a pretty decent shot at hitting Embers, I think, or because you didn't dodge, right?
Then dodge, I disengaged.
Okay,
So I'm
she will
fair game.
use a legendary action. Here we go. This is the big one. Don't mess it up, Kshura.
Can she reach her? She's 2 away
Oh.
from her.
Is she? Well,
Your Dodd? Is
you're
that what
right,
you were
she
going
is.
for?
We'll do your dot instead. Sorry, my bad.
Oh no.
I think your armor is better than a 17.
Mine?
Yeah.
No.
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 Okay.
No, that hits.
She punches you for, let's see, 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And because this is her legendary action variety, I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, it's a 22.
Okay, yeah, you're fine from the secondary effect.
Nice.
Where she punches, you can feel like your muscles spasm a little bit, and like threaten to lock up and stun you.
Rude.
But you shake it off. Shake it off. Cool. Vert.
Okay. Do I know?
Oh, sorry, I meant to say this a
Mhm.
minute ago, but I don't mean, and I keep not meaning to interrupt anyone's turn. Your dad, did you make an attack with your spiritual weapon? Because you get to make one when you cast it.
Yes, yes, I did.
Okay, okay.
Do I know if the heat metal spell is concentration? Like, can I tell if that thing is like, I'm burning this man?
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay, sure. Oh, that's really good. That's a 22.
You would know that it is a concentration effect.
Okay, then I'm going to fire. I'm going to use Soul to fire a shot at it. If I can fly him, can he just like fly over the bookshelves like
Yeah,
this?
he could get over the
Okay.
bookshelves easily.
So he'll
for
fly
sure.
up there. He'll try and help Torin with a probably not going to hit a 12 to hit.
No, with their
Okay.
upgraded armor, that misses.
All right. Well, that doesn't matter because if that didn't work, I was going to fire magic missiles at it.
Nice. Okay.
So here's
All
a
of them?
dart. Pew! I mean, can I do it one at a time, or do I have to pick all the targets immediately?
We can do it one at a time if you want.
Sure.
Let's roll a bunch of concentration checks.
Yep.
Um,
So I'm going to hit it up to 3 times, depending if it fails 3 times.
there's one
Or
pass.
twice. Okay.
Another pass.
Okay.
Oh, and well, I guess that adds up to a 10. So no matter what you roll, that's a pass.
Okay. So I tried, but it still takes damage, so that's okay. So that is all 3 bolts. I'm gonna get 3 d4s. I think this is a d4 plus 1, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, it should be. Let me mark off a spell slot.
Magic Missile's such a great spell.
It is really great. And I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. Pew, pew, pew.
That's really good.
And with that, I will run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here.
Oh, you go out the door and kind of around?
Yep, I'm running out the door and around.
Nice.
And action, bonus action, movement. That's what I got. Making my way.
Cool. Making your way. Elwin.
All right, so I'm just hustling. And I'm going to, okay, question.
Mhm.
Is Kshura considered a humanoid?
I believe so. Let me check. Yes.
Then I'm gonna fucking cast Hold Person on that bitch.
Heck yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
She does have that pesky resistance, though. She rolled really well. What kind of save is it?
Wisdom.
Yeah, it's a 17.
Yeah, she passed. So that was expected because he can be rolling like shit all night, and then when it comes to saving against one of my spells, he's
That's
going
the
to
way it
pass no
always
matter
is.
what.
I'm sorry, Kay.
No, you're not. Shut up. That's fine.
I am, though.
So I'm
Also,
just gonna...
I'm not really rolling really well tonight, though. Kshura can't do anything.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, I
Oh,
thought
yeah,
I'd had
you're
a
right. You did
chance.
say that. My bad.
I'm gonna duck around the corner then. That's my turn. Bye.
Okay. Torin. Torin, when does he take his damage? When you cast the spell. Oh, it has to use a bonus action to cause the damage again. Okay, so he doesn't take it now. He'll take it on that thing's turn again. Gotcha. Torin will bear through the pain and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes, he can just make it up to Kshura. Here we go. You got this, Torin. What is her AC? It's pretty good. The Torin is also pretty good. Makes 2 attacks with his sword. One of those is on the ground. Natural 20.
Torin.
You did it, buddy.
Give that man inspiration.
So one of them's a natural 20. The other one is a solid hit.
He's on fire.
Yeah.
This is what it took all along.
So that's 8 points of slashing damage for the regular one. And 8 plus 4, 12 points of slashing for 20 points of slashing damage total to Kshura.
Yeah.
Torin comes in charging and says, he's got to have a good line for this.
It's Torin. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't. He just goes, ah! It's like a battle cry. Then it's Kashura's turn. She sees that Esme is awake. She is going to do some dope monk shit. She runs. You're going to get an attack of opportunity. Torin will too. She runs up this step ladder here onto this bookshelf, jumps across to here, and kind of lands.
So my attack of opportunity is a natural 20.
Dang. Okay.
Because of course it is.
Is this with the
See how-
clubstone bat?
Yep, it
You get-
sure is.
So this is a home run.
100%.
Reeling from his recent success, Torin misses pretty spectacularly.
Oh, I guess that orc thing is gone now. Doesn't matter. Anyway, the attack of opportunity is going to be 15 damage.
Oh, snap. How does that look for your natural 20?
That's so. Your dot is. I don't like that you're hurting my friends, and it's just a big home run swing. Just, I guess, as she's running away, it just catches her like right in the small of the back, and kind of helps her up the steps a little bit.
But you can see that it like leaves a bad bruise there for sure. As she's doing that sort of like curving leap, she toggles something on her armband, that sort of magical band, and a different colored beam fires out at Esme. I will actually give Esme a save this time because she doesn't have it's not for story reasons anymore. Let's see. Esme's save is that. Gosh, I have so many things open. Need the other thing too. This is really riveting content. I know. Just me searching frantically on D&D Beyond for things. Okay. She will go for this one. That sounds like a good one. So Esme needs to make a strength saving throw. Esme's strength is pretty great. So she succeeds. Kshura wastes another turn.
See, Ellen, you're not the only one.
Did you roll initiative for Esme?
No, but Esme is, as she described to you, a pacifist, so she will not fight.
But she's gonna let herself be dragged and stuff.
She won't do that, but let's see, what can she do? She might have something she could do. Let's see.
She could break that grapple. That would be really good for me.
She will, yeah, okay. We'll put her in the initiative. She rolled the 2, so that's fine. That puts her at the 3 brigade.
That's 3 of us that have rolled a 2 on initiative. I'm just going to throw that out there.
So when her turn comes around, she'll try to do something. Okay. Wow. It's everybody's turn. These hairy monsters. Oh, this was the one that was trying to drag Esme. Embers, I will say you still have a grip on her if you want. Do you want to make a contested strength save?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Or not a strength save, a athletics check.
Did way better this time. Did you beat a 17?
It does not. It tries to pull Esme away and fails. So then with its other attack, it will try and swipe at Embers.
Okay.
With a spectacular miss.
Sweet.
And then this other one here next to your Dodd will make 2 attacks against your Dodd. I'm gonna guess that a 10 misses, correct?
It does.
Okay, but a 20 will hit.
It does.
So you take 6 points of slashing damage,
Great.
but not 12.
You had temp HP too. I don't know if you had that marked, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's
okay.
that temp HP's been gone.
Embers of White Ash, you're up.
So do I have Esme or did I just prevent Esme from being dragged?
I would say for now you've prevented her from being dragged.
Okay. Cool. I think I'm more worried about Torin right now than Esme. Well, do you think I should stop Torin from being burnt alive or should I try and get away with Esme? My chances of getting away with Esme aren't great because my athletics modifier is 0.
You got to do what you think Embers would do, though.
That's true. Yeah, she's gonna try and get Esme out of here then. So yeah, another contested athletics check. See if I
Okay.
can keep the streak alive.
Another bad roll
14.
for a 9 total.
Ah, I got it then.
Yeah, you wrench Esme out of this creature's grip then.
All right. Now I'm gonna use a step to the wind again to disengage from everything. And I am going to use my movement to feline agility to move 80 feet away.
Oh my
snap.
god. Goodbye, Embers.
Which I think you can go 40 if you're dragging someone then.
Yeah,
Where do you want to go?
I'm going back toward Elwyn and Tuppence. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. I can go back here with Esme. So put her right here.
Oh, right there. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
We're just like Roadrunner. Meep meep.
Yay. Okay.
And
And-
I'll yell behind me, close the gap.
End of your turn, Kshura will legendary react.
Mhm.
Legendary action. With her, she can move her speed. That's what she'll do. Her speed is 40. Oops, wrong way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So she kind of hops up onto this desk next to Tuppence. And she says, "Not so fast. I really need that dragon." And that's her legendary action. Then it is your Dodd's turn.
All right. Your Dodd is going to. Well, things are pretty bad. Bahamut, can I get some backup? And I'm going to use my channel divinity, which is just a silvery, just like a silvery pulse out, and you're going to see a good amount of the silver shimmer still kind of like pulse out and then land back on your Dodd, but half of
Cool.
it is going to land on Torin. And I'm going to use my channel divinity to heal the both of us 10 HP each, which isn't much, but it's kind of cool.
It's something. What was the temporary hit point at the beginning, by the way?
5.
5. Okay,
That was for
Uh,
mental inspiration, yeah.
because Torin benefited from that. So Torin is actually back up to full health now.
Oh, how much is of that 10 HP brings Torin over?
Oh shoot. Let's see if it was
Because
5.
whatever's left over,
He would have only needed 5 of that.
Oh, okay, cool. then 15 of it goes to me and only 5 goes to Torin.
Sweet. Good deal.
Because Life Cleric's Channel Divinity is pretty great. Too bad I can only do it once.
Mhm.
And then with my bonus action, the Your Son spiritual weapon will bloop right over here and smack Edissa one.
Sounds good. The one that it is currently residing on top of.
Yeah. I apologize for my dice being good today, but that's another natural 20.
Oh, snap.
That's
your
my boy.
boy.
What does your son say about this statue? Of
I
him
thought
in
your
front of him?
son wasn't fighting.
No,
Yeah.
your son is kind of like hanging out around the corner, and you can see that your son like has his head in his hands, just like shaking his head.
That is 9 damage.
Nice.
9 damage. Okay. Subtract that. This one's starting to look pretty hurt, but still definitely some fight in it. Okay. End of your turn. Kshura will punch at Tuppence. Since Tuppence is right there.
Hi.
She's angry. She's punching at anything she can. But a 10 doesn't hit you, does it?
No.
Okay. Then it is the big hairy boss's turn. And it's going to use a bonus action to continue to hurt Torin. Doing 7 points of fire damage. And then... what's its speed? Speed is 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So if it goes... whoop, wrong direction. Shoot. It was here, right?
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It will attack at Embers. Oh my gosh. A 10 and a 9.
Missing the miss.
Love to see it.
You love to see it. Tuppence, you're up. You're uppance.
Tuppence is gonna give her a comeuppance. Can't speak. Okay, so Tuppy is gonna look at Kshura. And Tuppence is getting kind of ticked and cast Bane on her. And
Nice.
it's gonna go on the creature that's nearest to, but it won't go to the other ones.
Okay. I will make the save for Kshura first, and then we'll do the other creature.
It's a charisma save.
Oh my gosh. 10. Failure. Kshura is baned.
Failures.
And the other creature, I doubt it has a high charisma modifier. No, -2. That's a 7. So
Whoop.
two failures, 2 baned
Bane.
creatures.
Nice. Excellent.
See, when you crit me the first time, I stole your dice luck.
Apparently. We'll give them this status for Bane.
Tuppy is the bane of every boss's existence.
Pretty much.
My pleasure. And then I'm gonna fly and get around the corner or somewhere.
Okay. She
I-
will,
that
both
way.
of them will make opportunity attacks, but they will be baned. So we'll do the creature's opportunity attack first. That's a natural 20, but minus a d4. Does a 16, well, hold on, it gets a +2. So 25 minus 4. So 21 still hits.
Yeah, hits.
6 points of slashing damage. And a constitution saving throw.
Okay.
So-
18, 19.
I mean, not that I don't know if you want to do it
Passes.
now, but could you have moved first and then casted the spell?
She was
Well,
still
she-
surrounded.
she was-
so
Yeah,
Yeah.
but to avoid concentration
that's
checks,
true.
right?
She could have.
Obviously, if that isn't what just happened, that's fine. I'm just suggesting.
Yeah, okay.
And then Kshura also
I
made
forgot
an
it was a
attack.
concentration one.
Kshura rolled a 16 minus 3 plus, what is her bonus to hit? I think it's 6. Yes. So 22 minus 3 for a 18? No,
Yeah,
19.
18 hits. 18 hits.
Minimum damage. 5 points of bludgeoning damage and a constitution saving throw.
That one's rolling well. Con save is a +1, so that's a 12.
Another
That's
success.
enough. Yep.
So they remain baned and you are out of the way. And it is Vert's turn.
Okay. How tall are these bookshelves?
Probably, I don't know, how tall is a normal bookshelf? Like 7, 8 feet tall.
Seems about right.
However, your bigger problem is that there's a wall separating the
There's
hallway.
a door
and the room.
there, though, right?
Yeah,
Like if I
there
run-
is a door
yeah.
here.
If I jump, can I see over the bookshelf? Long enough to cast a magic missile again?
You'd have to get in the room first.
Right, so I'll run around, and then if I'm trying to like plan out my movement. So if I was like here,
I mean,
I
I guess you
jumped.
technically probably could.
yeah,
Sure.
okay. And the one that's harassing Torin is this one, right?
Yes.
Okay, well then I will do that again and fire the magic missiles to try and stop it from channeling heat metal.
Con save
Mm-hmm.
is a failure on the first one.
Okay,
Hey,
then that's 1 on it, and we'll do the other 2 on Kshura.
Okay. She doesn't have any concentration spells, so you can just do the damage.
Yep. So that one takes 5, and Kshura
The
takes
first one.
Yep. And Kshura will take 5, 8. 2 4s and a 2. Not bad. And then from there, I will continue my movement and move 3 more squares, and I'll have Soul fire a force bolt thing at Kshura as well. And that is a natural 1, so no, he does not hit.
Okay.
That's it.
Ah, boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Elwin. Beginning the 3 brigade.
Okay. Well, yeah. So Elwyn, seeing that Embers is trying to get Esme the fuck out of here, will come up here. And she's gonna shout as she slips by Embers. Keep going, I'll hold them back. And she will, as she's running, there will be a swirl of snow flurries that obscures her form. And when the flurries blow away on the wind, there is a wind inside of this library, apparently.
There's a drafty window.
There's
somewhere.
a draft.
Oh, I gotta
There
fix
is
that.
a large slate blue crocodile snapping
Cool.
its jaws angrily at both Kshura and this monster, daring them to pass her.
Actually large.
Actually large.
Boom.
Whoa.
There it is.
Love it.
Large crocodile.
Cool.
So yeah, because I'm not a Circle of the Moon druid, that's literally all I can do on this turn. But I'm snapping my jaws menacingly at both of them.
Okay. Esme's turn. She will, I guess, surprising no one, turn invisible. And then it's Torin's turn. Torin will leap across this desk and slide in between these 2 hairy creatures. And will attack the injured one, I guess, with 2 attacks. Torin, what's your bonus? Torin Brenwarum. +6. A natural 20!
Yay.
Yes, Torin,
and an 11, which is a miss.
finally.
For the first one, the natural 20 hits. So that's great. And that's 9 plus 4 for 13 points of damage.
Good job, Torin.
This one here that your son's statue has been beating up on looks severely injured.
Mm.
It is the most injured of the three by far.
Okay.
Okay. That's Torin's turn. Kshura is up. Kshura is getting very desperate. She will step here. Again, you see kind of like the shimmer on her eyes, as if she can perceive more than the rest of you. And she will fire something at Esme. Esme needs to make a... What do I have left?
Did Esme not run?
She turned invisible.
Oh, she didn't
He
move.
might have run. We don't know.
Okay.
That's a good point. I guess I could have moved her. I was only doing her
Could
action.
have
Let me see what
moved
her
her.
movement is. Where is Esme's stats? There we go. Her movement is...
See, it's weird. Esme multi-classed in monks, so she's got a bunch of movement.
Okay. And Kshura probably actually can't see her around the bookshelf.
Also, when I
okay.
grew, I wanted to, my plan was to block this area here. Is it okay if I'm here instead of up here? Because the desk is in the way too.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yay. Okay. Then where was Kshura to begin with? She was... Oops, that says May.
Like right here.
Man, our plan is paying off in
Yeah,
dividends,
she
guys.
started
This is
out.
great.
She started out on top of the desk here,
Okay.
and you moved her because I grew, but I wanted to grow the other direction. So
Then... I guess it's time for more dope monk stuff. 10. Make for her. And... Make a check, see if she can do it.
Is
She
it
does.
banned?
She rolled a... it is baned. Good call. Let's see. 17 minus 2 down to 15 plus her 6. So yeah,
Oh,
she
okay.
still manages to leap up onto this bookshelf.
yeah, except I bite her.
Yeah,
Come
you do.
on, come on. Hit it.
Yeah. Come on.
And-
And she's banned.
Tell me your bite can grab too. That'd be perfect.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it can.
If I hit, then it grapples and restrains. her
Yes, that'd be so cool. Do
immediately.
it.
Come on.
Come on, Ellen.
So this is no pressure for me. But, oh god.
And Tuppy's gonna see Crocodile Elwyn and give her bardic inspiration.
You can't
That
do
would,
that
you have
as
to
a
do
guy.
that on your turn.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's okay, I'm using my big die for this.
I keep forgetting to give somebody bardic. Man,
Ooh, that's a dirty 20.
Oh snap! That hits.
Ah! Okay. Let's see. So that
Well, I guess
is
it would be when she
a.
tries to leave.
And I only rolled a 1 on my d10. That's
You did the important
three-
thing.
3
Yeah.
piercing damage, but she's grappled and restrained.
And restrained. Yeah.
And she's in my jaws. And that's exactly
Okay.
why I picked a crocodile, motherfucker.
Yeah, Elwyn.
Then,
Inspiration for Elwyn.
Every
In-
step of the plan is happening.
Yeah, it's just
Uh-huh.
Exactly as
So
we
she
Yeah,
goes
exactly.
to leap, and Elwyn just goes.
Chomp.
it's a good thing we had all that dialogue and discussion.
The problem here is that then instead of continuing her attempt to capture Esme, she turns all her ire on you. She turns another dial on that gauntlet of hers, and a ray leaps out towards you. And she says, "I didn't want to have to kill you." And Elwyn, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, my crocodile has a +0, so this will be interesting. Do.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Let's do Constitution.
Natural 20.
Oh, snap.
So 21.
You
If it's
take
a con save.
you take 18 points of necrotic damage as this beam collides with the
Ouch.
crocodile.
I am
My
still standing.
God.
Oh, question.
Elwyn has
Rules question.
family.
Yep.
Rules question. The
Mhm.
temp hit HP, is that on Elwyn?
I
Or
think that's how we've
does
done
it
it before, right?
Carry over to the crocodile? So that's
I think
not
so.
touched right now. Okay, so
Right.
that's fine. I'm still
That's
standing.
what I recall doing before.
Yeah, because you use the animals first.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you said 18?
Yep.
And that was, okay. Yep, I'm still a crocodile. Barely.
Sweet.
Snap. I was really hoping to knock you out of that.
So she says that and she blasts me and I just withstand it. And as the smoke clears, you just see the nostrils flaring like,
Cool. Uh, it is on this turn that you start to hear noises coming from the hallway. I'm just gonna. Let's see, what is their movement?
Uh-oh.
Fine, everything's fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay, you're done.
mm,
Tell him it's okay. Tell him to go away.
20, 25, 30.
Can you
The
make
group
those?
of you see, yes. The group of you see the metallic peacekeepers that
Ooh.
you've seen throughout the library begin to stride into this area. There are 3 of them, and they all have that sort of spirally metallic silvery armor and those blue crystal spheres sort of at joints and like in the back of their heads and things. They begin to stride into the room. One of them bumps into invisible Esme and it looks confused because it can't get into the room.
Amazing.
And that's their turn. They are now in the initiative. Big hairy monsters. One will attack Torin, one will attack Yurdod, and that's it for now. So here comes the ones against Torin. One is a hit. What is Torin's AC? 18, so the other is a miss. And these guys do how much damage? 6 points of damage. 6 points of damage to Torin. And then Yurdod, 23 and a 10.
Well, the 23 sure hits.
That's 6 points of damage to you then, slashing.
Real glad I healed us.
Embers.
Embers vaults over Crocodile. Elwyn,
Crocodile
Landings.
done Elwyn.
yeah, landing somewhere over here,
Mhm.
and is going to use another key point to attack Kshura 3 times.
you have advantage because she is restrained.
Oh,
And
great.
she's
In my
Bane.
Oh,
Uh,
she's restrained. She's not just grappled.
She's
Oh,
not
Yeah.
just grappled, she's restrained. Yep.
Good to know. Thank you.
This is why I
That's-
picked a crocodile.
I'm guessing a 27 hits.
Oh yeah.
What about a 14?
14 will miss.
Did you roll the d4 too? Right?
I don't have bless.
No, no,
She
no.
has-
No.
She has
Doesn't
Bane.
Bane make it easier to hit
It's-
too?
no.
Or is it just
No,
her?
no.
She gets a
No.
worse. My
No.
bad. Sorry.
It's saving throws that she'd have to
And there's the
minus
crit
from.
that I was waiting
Oh,
for
snap.
when I rolled 6 dice. All right, so that is, let's see here. 19 bludgeoning damage.
Total?
Yeah.
Snap. Okay. Kshura is still okay, but not happy about it.
Yeah. And I think I was just gonna say, please just give up already.
Make an insight check.
Okay. Pretty good. I think that's 18. No,
Okay.
16.
You can see that she is recognizing that this is a failed attempt at this point. Her quarry is slipping away from her, and she can see that happening without much chance of rectifying the situation. But there's a desperation to her eyes. She really needs Esme for some reason. And she just says, "I can't." Cool. Anything else for Embers?
Let's see. No, that was my bonus action and action and movement, so that's it.
Legendary action. She's gonna punch down on Elwyn's jaw for sure, with disadvantage because she's restrained,
Disadvantage
Okay.
and gained.
and it's a natural one.
Yeah. I was gonna say my DC.
Let's
or
roll
my-
Bane
my-
too. Let's roll Bane
my
too.
AC is
Well,
not great.
that's a -1 too. So
Nice.
AC is not great, but yes.
you're done.
All right. I'm just gonna step here. Go. All right, let's go team dumb and hot. And it's me and Torin. That's what we got going for us. The spiritual weapon's gonna smack the hurt one.
Orin's hot if you're into dragon people.
He's also heat metaled.
He's also on fire.
He's like
Well,
literally
no,
on fire.
he's not anymore. He's
anymore.
cooled down.
Oh, that's right.
It
Yeah.
was.
He
But
was.
that is what I was alluding to.
I'm
Does
sure
a
he's still a little
16 hit?
overheated.
Let's see. With their upgraded armor, yes, these things have an AC of 15, so that just hits.
All right, so spiritual weapon hits, and that is 7 damage.
Ooh, so close. Still standing.
And then my clubstone bat smack is a 17.
Hits.
And so that's going to be 10 bludgeoning damage.
That was the first damage that this one has taken.
Yep. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Let's go team dumb and hot.
The slightly different one of these big hairy monsters, the one that is baned, will try to attack Crocodile Elwyn with a bane. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I rolled a 2 on the dice and a 3 on bane, so it's a miss.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
And the thing is, I'm sitting at 1 HP here, so
Oh.
if he hits
Oh
me-
my gosh.
This is incredible.
That's so good.
Tuppence, you're up.
Okay,
Thomas the Destroyer.
let's see. What does Teppy want to do now?
I should mark this man as invisible. Hold on.
Do these sentinel things have, or sentries have, like weapons drawn? Like, are they like?
Let's see what their stat block has. They don't have any weapons in hand. No.
Okay.
Teppy is going to sprinkle fairy dust on Esme.
Well,
Can Esme
Esme-
fly?
Esme's currently invisible.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I would
don't
say
know
make
where she is.
a perception check. Maybe you can spot her.
But I was gonna say she's kind of, what kind of creature is she? Can she fly already?
She's a dragon, but she's in human form, so
Okay.
unclear.
She might, never mind. She might be able to fly on her own if she decides later. I was just thinking she could get up and over that thing.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Esme just has a thing that I didn't realize she had, which I should have used earlier. Oh well.
So let's see. How bad is that Bane creature? That was the first damage it took.
No, that one's at like half its health.
Half its health. Okay. So then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on it.
Dissonant Whispers. Okay, that's a wisdom save.
That's a wisdom save. And
It's
it's
Bane.
Bane, so it has to subtract.
Let's see. Wisdom is a +1, but I rolled a 2 on the d4, so it gets a -1 bonus to its 10, which means it's a 9. So fail.
Okay, so it's gonna take let's do it at a higher level, so I get 46. All right, so that's 10 14 psychic damage as Teppy whispers evil things in its ear.
It reels in pain from that damage. Does it also have to run away? Is that Dissonant Whispers?
Oh yeah, on a successful, no, on a, if it's able to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
It has nowhere to run away from you, unfortunately. It's kind of, well, it could go through Kshura. So we'll do that. 5, 10, 20. We'll just go it over to there. So Embers and Crocodile Elwyn, you can make attacks if you want.
So I can't though
Yes.
because my mouth is full.
That's
But I
true.
can.
You're in
Can't
mouthful
scratch
mode
or
right now.
anything.
Mouthful Elwyn.
Mouthful mode,
Mouthful,
Elwyn?
Elwyn.
But I got a
Crocodile
nat one
mouth.
on my reaction.
You got a what?
Nat one on my.
Oh,
OA.
okay. All right. So it
Oh.
escapes, but
Yeah.
Still, good turn for Tuppence. Anything else?
I don't think I'll move. I think I'll stay right there.
Then it is Vertinor.
Okay. Yeah, so I will. Let's see. Yeah, I'll run over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move over here and
Oh gosh, there's a crocodile.
oh my god.
Yeah, but she's blue, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
and she's got like the 2 different colored eyes. So
Let me
it's
roll for
pretty,
surprise.
pretty easy to figure out
I
who
ward
she is.
I ward off the surprise.
Yep, that's clearly your girlfriend.
Yep.
So,
I will shoot a firebolt at the restrained Kshura.
do it.
So that I think I have advantage.
Sure
You would
do.
be.
And that is pretty good. That is a 16 to hit.
Misses.
Misses? Yeah. Oh, she's a 17. Sorry.
That hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, you found her AC.
18. Let's see. And then that is just a 1d10. So get my d10. 7.
7 points of damage. Okay. It's probably good you hit her instead of the bookshelf behind her.
Yes. And then I will have Soul also fire a little force bolt at Kshura. That's better. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And his is a... Oh, I had his stat block open. 1 second. I think it's a D4.
I think so too.
Page refresh, so it went up to the top. So 1 moment while I scroll and find it. If it's here, oh no, that's Steel Defender. Here we go. Homunculus. It is, yep, a D4 plus proficiency. Okay, that's what I was checking. And a D4. Where's my D4? Here we go. 3 plus 2, so 5.
Okay.
And that's it.
Kshura remembers to use her last legendary action for this round, and we'll try and punch Elwyn Gator one more time at disadvantage and Baned. These are actually 2 good rolls. So I rolled a 15 and a 17, but
Oh.
-3. So 12 plus 6 for 18. So I think that does punch a gator.
Yeah, that punches the gator.
But man,
Her
that did
AC is
some
only
work.
12.
You would take. Where's her regular damage? There it is. 8 points of bludgeoning damage. So carrying over 7 of that.
Yeah.
And it does have a stunning effect, but I would say that would affect the gator. And so when you become Elwyn, that would not affect you. So you don't have to worry about that.
Great.
But she is free from Elwyn's jaws. I just imagined
my
Elwyn when the gator form recedes, still
She's
chomping
like-
onto her leg. Let's say that's not happening.
Most decidedly not.
Cool. That is her legendary action. Elwyn, it's your turn.
Gator her again.
Gosh.
I can't because I summoned a familiar earlier and I haven't had a short rest since then, so I'm out of wild shapes. let's see. What can I do?
Oh, you were a beguiling crocodile.
Thank you. Okay. Sorry, I did not think I'd be back to myself this round. If I get a cone from here, I would miss Soul and Tuppy, right? I'm just sorry, cones are weird.
If you fire it from there at Kshura, you would get Kshura's
Yes.
space, and then it would go
That's
out 2
it,
from
right?
her, and then it would
It
go
would
out
go
3.
out to
So yeah,
here,
you'd
and it
miss
would go
you'd
here,
miss all
and
your
it would go
friends.
here. Yeah. All right, then I will just frost fingers her.
All right. What's the save?
Yeah. It is a con save, and she's
That's not our
Bane.
best. Wow, even at advantage, kind of low rolls. Bane is only -1. What is her
Yeah,
con
I'm
bonus?
rolling really low damage. Really low damage this week, you guys.
She rolls only a 12 total. So
Yeah, so that's a failure, but she only takes 5 cold damage total.
it's still something.
From a
She is starting to
2d8.
look pretty rough. You can see she is desperately looking in the direction that Esme ran, but seemingly unable to do anything. Anything else on Elwyn's turn?
Yeah,
Is
I
there any
think
other effect for Frost
she-
Fingers, or is it just the
No,
damage?
it's just damage. She'll let that out, and then she will kind of stand there threateningly. I think she'll move here to block. Although I know she can go over the bookshelf if she wanted to, but she'll basically step over and say, you best be listening to my friend here. You are outnumbered, and there is no chance for you. Give it up, and let's talk it out.
She looks at you and just kind of repeats her answer to Elwyn. I'm sorry, but I can't.
You're leaving us no choice, sugar.
Sugar. Cute. Esme's turn. She's currently confronted by one of the peacekeepers. None of you can see this, but she teleports over to here. Boop. The thing I should have remembered she can do. Torin. We'll try and finish off this one in front of him.
Critical
Team
hit.
Hot and Dome.
It's another natural 20.
Yes, Doran!
Torin the
Team Hot and Dome.
Oh my god.
And then we'll turn to the one that is threatening Yurdod, and we'll sort of move into position to help protect Yurdod, which is another thing I should have been remembering I should be doing. With, in typical Torin fashion, a good hit and a miss, unfortunately. So, okay, Kshura. You can see, like I've said, there's a desperation to her eyes, but she is looking around at her situation, and she has determined it's time to make her grand escape. So she turns the dial on her gauntlet again. The eyeball pops out of existence and then is replaced with a different eyeball. She points that up towards the ceiling, and a beam of energy like leaps up towards the ceiling, and a hole just like the ceiling turns to dust above, in like the shape of a hole. Just a hole is
Damn.
disintegrated up above her, and she just kind of like looks upward, and as she does so, you can see that she begins to rapidly ascend upward. There's kind of like a magical force that descends around her, and she just begins to ascend upward. You guys can make opportunity attacks if you want, those of you who are nearby.
Sure.
Or why not? With my
You can
That'll be a
convert
hit.
attacks into grapples, right? If you wanted to. Is that something you can do, or is that just shove?
oh yeah, can we try to
Could do.
grab her ankles or something?
I'm
Yeah,
way worse.
I mean,
I'm way worse at grapples though.
Because those are strength based, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
it's up to you.
But I'll try because I'm not going to do much damage with a dagger.
That would
a
be
dagger
an
anyway.
athletics check rather than an attack, and she will get to do acrobatics to try and avoid it.
Yeah.
With
that's
Bane.
the other
Cool.
thing.
I have a
With Bane.
-1.
She's a monk.
I have a
With
really
minus
hard.
one.
Really hard to grapple monk.
Yeah, but like, what am I gonna do? Like 3
Yeah.
damage?
Well, I did
So
8
might as
damage.
well. Yeah, that's a 3 to
You were
grab her
trying-
ankle.
You
Oh,
were trying
no.
to beat an 18.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
so
a 3.
you reach up and you try and grab her, but she kicks your hand off. Embers, you get in one solid final punch or kick, but by the time that those reactions have gone off, she is like 30 feet up in the air, being pulled up out of this hole. And like I said, it seems like there's some like magical force kind of surrounding her in like a beam descending downward onto this location. Those of you who are right next to her, which is I guess Ellen and Embers, can you also make perception checks?
Sure. Oh, that's
Uh,
pretty good.
Yeah, you'll get better than I did. I got a 10.
18.
Elwyn, you see up through the hole that is created in the ceiling of the library now. Above the library, sort of like up in the sky, you see a shimmer of a shape, something that is lurking concealed, not quite invisible, but somehow camouflaged against the sky above. A shape with a sort of squid-like appearance to it, but with a big spiraling shell and sort of tentacles out the front. And you can see the beam of energy that is connecting to Kshura is coming directly from that, and she is literally being tractor beamed up into this thing.
Macho is having a lot of fun explaining with you.
Yes, he was.
Acha knows
So
how terrible that is just from the description.
Yeah.
she is currently like 30 feet up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't want to jump into the tractor beam after her.
Also, I would say, like, it's not like the beam descends to the floor. Like the beam connects with her and is pulling her up, you know?
Yeah.
So as soon as she's lifted up, there's no beam below her, is what I'm trying to say. Cool.
Can I call after her?
Yes, absolutely. She's still within calling range.
My offer still stands
What was your offer again?
to talk about
Back to her.
Yanti history.
Roll a quick persuasion check.
Sure. Zero.
She glares down at the group of you and just calls back, like I said, I need this dragon. I'll see you again before this is all done. And she's just ascending upward. Cool. It is the Metallic Peacekeeper's turn. They
Oh no, this fight's still happening.
stride into the room. Let's see. And they kind of they survey the group of you, these sort of hairy monsters who seem to have been left behind, and the group of you who are fighting them. And they speak in kind of a, like very much a robotic AI sort of feminine voice. Cease and desist. And a mist begins to spray out of all of them. I need every single person to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, all right.
Right.
Hold on, I'm just checking these angry creatures to see how they do. Oh wow.
My persuasion check on Kshura was not a -1, it was a -2.
Oh, that's much
Yeah.
better.
So it wasn't a 0, it was a -1.
Good God.
Both of these creatures fail. How did let's just go in order. How did Coco do?
Dirty 20.
Okay, success. Elwyn,
18.
what was that?
18.
Also a success. Embers,
6.
Tuppence, Embers, that's a failure.
I gathered.
Also 18.
Success. And your Dodd?
18.
Success. And we'll see about Torin. Torin failed. You can see that Torin and Embers and the two monsters basically just go completely slack. Let me read the effect here. The Peacekeeper releases a calming gas. Each creature must make a saving throw or become charmed by the Peacekeeper for
Oh,
1
then I
minute.
get advantage on this.
Oh, yes, you would. That's true.
It's worse.
Oh, no.
2 that time.
All right. Well, if when charmed, you're also incapacitated and have a speed of 0.
Yes.
So you just basically like go completely slack and no reaction. And I will note, this isn't like you have another save either. It is
Yeah.
it is this.
Ember's just like is drooling a little bit.
Yep. Torin is too, for sure. What did the rest of you do who weren't affected?
So did you say both of the monsters failed?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna put my hands up.
Let me check for Esme.
Same. And then initially, I would look towards your dad to see how he is going to, if he has a plan for this situation with these peacekeepers.
So I'm going, yeah, your dad. While everyone else is like freezing and kind of holding their hands up, I'm just gonna, you guys are doing great. And I'm gonna, like, as quickly as I can, like, still in a turn in combat, so to speak, just run up this way and fire off a sacred flame up at Kshura.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So she's got to make a dexterity save, which she
she's
will
good at.
probably make.
But she is still baned.
She is still baned. Gosh darn it.
Yes.
Wow, actually, hold on, but she does get advantage because magic resistance. So 12 minus 4 for 8 plus her dexterity save bonus, which is surprisingly not a save she's proficient in technically. So 12 plus 4 for 16.
Oh, then.
Wait, wasn't
yeah,
it minus
she
though?
Yeah, well, yeah, it was 8.
Oh, sorry, 8 plus 4 for 12 then.
Oh,
My
she
bad.
exactly passes.
No.
Yeah. She was
Good try.
just getting out of sight.
That was a good try.
But the metallic peacekeepers, when they see you continuing to like fire off spells,
Oh no.
they come around the corner, cease and desist, cease and desist. And they begin to like try and grapple your dog. Do you resist them?
No, I'm just like,
No.
yeah, I just wanted to get one more. She was, busting up the library, so wanted to try and stop her. But if you're gonna stop me from stopping her, that's
Cease and desist.
kinda
Cease and desist.
counterintuitive. It's kind of counterintuitive to your guys' job, but whatever you want to do.
And yeah,
I'm just gonna
with
kind of keep explaining to them why what they're doing is not helpful, but not trying to stop them at all.
I mean, like once you stop trying to stop them, they basically like hold on to you, but like that's all they do. They kind of gather up those of you who were affected by the mist, and no one else who was unaffected really. Did you guys want to do anything?
Are they preoccupied with your dad?
One of them is.
Is the one below Elwyn still just standing in the way? Or is he kind of wandering in? Or
Yeah, it would be beginning to walk in.
I would try and like grab Embers and try and just find it, like sidle our way out of the area.
Why don't you make a stealth check as you try to do that?
Do we still have pass without a trace?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No. I mean, I don't think I cast any other concentration spells, but I did get hit quite a bit. And I don't think I would have bothered trying to keep it up once we
Okay.
were fighting.
Sure.
So.
That's fine.
Oh no, I did cast hold person.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a 17.
17.
Mhm.
Let's take a look at this thing's perception. They are pretty perceptive. I'm looking at Kshura. It's the wrong thing.
And it's probably too late.
What were you gonna say?
Help him do that somehow.
I mean, he passed their passive perception, so I would say you can kind of pull Embers behind this bookshelf if you want to.
I was hoping to start walking us out this door. If this one was coming in the room.
It's still kind of blocking that direction. Your best bet would like to go for this door, I think.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. That's fine.
So you two can kind of sneak away. Everyone else kind of gets rounded up. And
I think I would probably be using the time to talk to, especially if I see Coco trying to slip away with Embers, I'll be talking to the robot like, oh, thank goodness you're here. It was just so terrifying. These monsters showed up out of nowhere and this woman was attacking us and I don't know what she wanted. And I'm just like trying to explain the situation to it.
Please remain quiet and still while we gain control of the circumstance.
Can I?
Oh, well,
it just-
I'm just here to help. Let me know what
It's
I
just
can
basically
do.
like they kind of like sheep herd you into like a central area, just kind of getting everyone there and settled. And Embers and Coco can slip away.
Can
And,
I try and like snap Embers out of it?
You can try, but it holds for a minute.
Okay, that's
so
fine.
It'll be after you get out of there.
Yeah.
We will pick up there next week, I think, with Embers, Coco, and we'll say Esme will follow you guys, but invisibly. And everyone else here kind of grouped up by these peacekeepers. So we'll see what happens
Love it.
next week.
Boy.
Thank you guys for playing. Thank you to anyone who tuned in to watch. That was a combat.
That was great.
Yeah. That was actually really fun, though. I mean, poor rolls aside, it was fun. I had fun. Thank you guys for playing. We'll be back with more of this Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Hope to see you then. Bye.
Hey.
Bye.
Nice.
Night.